Sitting down, sitting down.
Shout out Sour Patch Kids. Shout out Spindrift.
Shout out Diet Coke.
All right. We got Jack Compton here, over there. We got Ryan Lewis over there. Josh, what's your last name?
Cala.
josh.cala and Harry Myers. And of course, yours truly, Bennett Hardy. This is the Bennett Show, episode 3. Excited to be here.
Yep.
And I'm here with my boys. So, what are y'all going to talk about? Pretty much your production, right? And like making music.
Yeah, you want to start off, Harry?
This is actually our second take because we filmed the whole thing, and it didn't sound it got messed up in the edit. So this is take two, but we're hyped. We're hyped. So, how about you guys introduce yourselves and
So
say your
I'm
passions, I guess.
Harry Myers, and we're out here in the shed. This is basically where we do all our recording.
Yeah,
and
where all the work gets done.
I'm basically over the. I've become like a producer / mixer, and then we have Josh here,
Hell
who's
yeah.
like doing all the vocals, and we've just been making music
Dude,
and
that's
having
great,
fun
man.
with it.
Honestly, like with COVID and everything going on, sorry, gotta take this off. But with COVID and everything going on, like doing what you want to do with your life, like that's the main idea. We're lucky because we're kids, and we don't have to really go through the shit that most people.
I know. Like you think about it, it's like we're in Palo Alto,
Yeah.
like we're chilling with this whole COVID situation, like we're all hanging out, but it's like you think about like the people going through school in like less fortunate areas, and it's like they don't have the
totally.
Wi-Fi that we do. They don't have like the same online same accessibility we do, and it's
No,
just,
yeah,
crazy
like
to
there's a
think
whole
about.
thing about
Like,
these
we're so
people
fortunate.
in different countries. They're not gonna get the vaccine in years, and we have it now, and we're very, very lucky people. But so why do you guys make music? What's the reason?
You want to take this one?
Sure,
Josh?
bro. I think the reason we make music is just mostly just to have fun with it. Like we're not really we're kind of just drawing inspiration, and we're kind of seeing if we can we're just trying to make the best music that we can with the stuff that we can. Like the stuff that we have and the stuff that we can that's available and the stuff we can use, but we just do it for fun. We just try to make fun music to just
Yeah, it's just entertaining.
yeah, it's just like a vibe.
Yeah, I've heard some of your
Like
guys'
Harry,
songs.
what do you want?
They're
Like,
fun
what
to
do you want
listen
to
to.
say? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, beginning of lockdown, we've all been most of us have just been stuck at home doing whatever, and for me, I've definitely been focusing on my skateboarding.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Me and Bennett met through skateboarding, and just also producing. Ever since I got FL Studio at the beginning of COVID. I've just been making my beats. I've just been working on my mix. I've been recording with Josh.
yeah.
I don't really spit as many bars, but
Yeah.
Josh really steals the show.
I mean,
he's
we're literally
amazing.
we're just out here freestyling. We're just freestyling. We're doing an hour of freestyles, and we just have to chop everything up, and whatever sounds good, we try to put it together into a song. But we I think we've made maybe 10 or 20 songs, but we've only really posted 3 actual songs.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, you've made you've made a cash doing this, right? Making your beats and stuff.
I've been selling some beats, promoting it on YouTube. It's been great.
Yeah,
Just-
selling the type beats. Cause there's a type beat market. It's there's the Pierre Bourne type beats. There's the Metro Boomin type beats. Yeah, yo Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, the Jamie Foxx video or whatever. The what do they actually do in that clip?
The guy's blind and he's like, this doesn't taste good, and they're at a restaurant, and he's like, oh, let me get it. The chef. He's like, yo, Pierre, wanna come out here? And he pretends the door, and he's like, da 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 da, and that's the door sound. He's like, and he's like what the like starts pretending to speak French and like because it's like a French like cafe, I believe. I don't know. I never saw the episode. I saw the clip. Yeah, it was funny though. Yeah, it was funny though. Jamie Foxx, fantastic. But yeah, so I have a few regular questions for you guys that I wrote down beforehand. Um, you're, that does work. But what are your guys' future plans? Do you want to just keep it like being entertaining, or do you guys want to like fully go into it and like maybe try to make money off it? Well, you kind of already have, but like big cash money moves, you know?
Yeah, like you mean like the big like the blow up like the Maddox who else is there? The Lil Blurry.
The young leans, bro.
The young leans. But
You guys draw inspiration from Lil B, right?
oh yeah,
That's-
yeah, Lil
Oh,
B.
yeah.
I mean he is from the Bay Area. And
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
he's really motivational because he just shows that like if you really have like a love for rap and if you really have like if this is really your dream is to push it out like as so far as you're making like 100 albums or you're coming out with like albums with 100 songs on them, like it really just shows like the passion he has.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Lil B, shout out Drain Gang. I mean, Lil B is like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. I mean, he's just influenced everybody in the game.
Yeah,
I
he really pioneered the wave of like cloud rap, like to where it is now. Like he really influenced like the ASAP Rocky, which like eventually became like Playboy Cardi, that whole like cloud rap era. But I mean, it's been really influential.
Who are some of your favorite rappers? You know?
Like as for me, like I like there's like different types of rap. Like you have
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I like the more like experimental stuff like you see with like Kendrick Lamar.
Boom, boom.
And it's like he's got
Fucking
like
amazing.
ever since like his very first album even like the Section 80.
Yeah.
It's like it's all about just like
Yeah.
storytelling.
It's a full like production, you know, and it's just kind of like Kanye, but I'd say
It's more grounded than Kanye.
yeah, no,
because
because it's real, you know, like
Yeah.
Kanye's real, of course, but he's spitting bars that are
he's got a lot more going on. Probably he's got a different
and like
mentality
Kendrick
than
is just doing it because he doesn't know anything else. Well, every rapper probably is making music because they are very gifted at what they do, but I feel like as me, like I don't know, I can't do anything other than like do a podcast or make movies because I'll just be sad. So they're doing it to make like music, same as you guys are making your music. And I think like Kendrick, he is so fantastic with like his approaches to like his songs and what he chooses to. He's one of the only rappers that I like that have like random producers on. He doesn't have one producer, you know, like or he doesn't produce his own thing, like. But it fits, you know, like it fits perfectly. It reminds me of like how Stanley Kubrick, the filmmaker, like it's like perfectionism, you know, like it's so great, you know. Good Kid, Mad City, to Pimp a Butterfly, damn. The Black Panther album was fantastic too.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Like they had people like Vince Staples on there. Like they really just had they had like the whole like side of rap culture. Like you had like some of the smaller like R&B singers, and then he had more of the people like Kendrick Lamar, like J-Rock, like more like the people that
Dude,
like
where is
are
his-
more
his
known
new
in like the
album?
top
Honestly, it's been,
dog
like, 4
entertainment
years.
group.
I'm pissed off. I love Kendrick. No.
Him and what's his name? Travis Scott's not dropping an album for a
Well, it's fun. Like I like Travis. He's releasing singles though, you know? And I feel like hot take, I wouldn't put Travis on the same pedestal as Kendrick is, you know? Cuz like Kendrick's
Yeah.
Kendrick, dude. Like he is just he's
Just
up there.
any rapper that can
Travis is too.
any
I'm
rapper
willing
that
to-
can just tell a story in their art is just earns my respect.
Yeah. Even if you don't like it, you know? Like you might not like a movie but you can understand its artistic like vision through the director. Like Paul Thomas Anderson. I love a bunch of his movies.
Thank you for bringing up Paul Thomas Anderson. That dude is fucking awesome. Like, the dude is like What's your favorite PTA
Punch Drunk
film?
Love with Adam Sandler. Fantastic movie.
Okay. That is like one of my favorites. But have you
Magnolia's-
seen
I actually
Magnolia?
didn't enjoy it too much. Really? Yeah. That's why I was gonna talk about him, because I understand what's so great about. It didn't really hit me like that. Still, I could see why it's so great. It's just I didn't get that emotional connection, right? And but that's
It's
what I
very
love about it.
performance driven.
Huh?
It's very performance driven.
Yeah.
It's like it relies more on.
Tom Cruise killed that shit.
Oh my god, dude. He was.
Dude, I didn't even know John C. Reilly was gonna be in it. That first 4 minutes when they play Perfect Day with with Lou Reed, the song.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That was my
And
favorite
it's like the
opening.
scuba diver, and he's
Favorite
jumping
opening
off,
to
and
any
then he
movie
gets,
I've
like,
ever
he
seen.
hits by the plane
Yeah.
or whatever.
And like it was like
or he's
this
stuck
could
in
be
the
fate
tree.
or some shit. Like it's like perfect chance, or I don't know.
It's like the probability of this happening is like 0.0007.
Dude, it was amazing.
But it did
Fantastic
happen.
movie.
I know. Punch Drunk Love too. It's like it's not. It's weird. Like the
Yeah, it's
direction
all over. I
they
love
go
it.
with it. Like
But it makes sense too.
it's
at the
all
same
over the
time.
place.
Like
but
I
it's so
love how
good.
he gets so mad.
I know.
He becomes this confident guy because the ones he loved, like he also has such a rage. But
Yeah.
what's like the most personal song you've ever made, would you say? It would probably be what started your guys' career, right? Like
So definitely the most like personal, like real song that we've made is definitely so basically the story goes like one of our close friends from our childhood actually like moved away a few years ago,
Yeah.
but he actually died recently, like about 8 months ago, like over the summer. And yeah, it was just from
Yeah.
a drug overdose, and this was like the time I just started making my beats, and it was just me and Josh in here.
yeah, do it for his memory.
Like one of the first times, and it
R.I.P.
just came out, and we just had to make a tribute
No,
song.
yeah.
They were like, let's just do
For
it
our
for
boy.
Gael.
And y'all tried, like y'all put your heart into it, and that's what matters,
Yeah. Yeah, and we kind of just like we went from like we just freestyled, and then literally it was like maybe like 5 minutes of freestyles, and then we just
How
chopped
did
it up
you
and
guys
like, made
meet?
it into a song.
We
and
met,
it
like,
was- we've known each other since like 4th grade, but I feel like we started like super like hanging out with each other. I think in like 5th grade, and we used to like play Terraria a lot. And
Y'all still play, right?
yeah, we started playing again, and it's really funny to think about. It's like we would just be doing stuff like hanging out at his old apartment complex, like going on the roof, and we used to film like these like old like
Hell yeah.
bootleg James Bond movies.
Y'all have a YouTube
It
channel
was
for
like-
that, or?
No, this footage is like
Oh,
long
damn.
gone. This was like I don't know what like somebody's iPod
That's
Touch
fire.
or something recording these stuff, but we just known each other for like doing just stuff like that for the longest time, and we started making music like a year ago, and it was just kind of just as a thing, like because he has the equipment, so we just kind of make
That's what-
music
that-
and mess around
that's
and just have
awesome,
fun
you
with
know?
it.
Are you guys trying to stick to the same like music production, or are you gonna venture out and change it up a bit and grow, or stay where you're at because it's still great,
Yeah, the style varies.
I mean, my thing is I try and experiment as much as I can. I just love experimenting with like different like music productions, different mixes, and I mean that's how like all the greats did it. That's how like Cobain like made his signature sound. Lil Peep
Kanye
made his
too,
signature
like
sound
Jay-Z,
just
he
going
sold-
on FL Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, just twisting knobs and just seeing what works and what doesn't. And you don't have to know what you're doing. Just if it sounds good, it sounds good.
Yeah,
and
if it
it's-
sounds good, it sounds good. As King Cruel once said, if anybody knows who that is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all about like finding your own.
So, this question is kind of obvious, but are there any songs you just make for like, you really just make for fun and say fuck it, I'm gonna make this song, or is it like all your songs kind of a mix of let's put our heart into it, but also just have a blast?
You know, we've actually we've made a couple songs that it was like it's kind of those like we just made them. It was like a late night, and we were just making like we made like a sus parody of a song,
Like
and it
Dicko
was
mode, kind of like
it was
that.
like
Yeah.
one of those. Yeah, like Dicko mode. It was like, yeah, but we just made stuff like that. It's like we'd make the chorus about like stuff we
For
like
real, for real.
definitely can't talk about on like the podcast, but it's just like we just do stuff like that,
Yeah,
you
we
know.
just love experimenting with like the music we listen to. Like, we're both like grunge fans. We're both
Yeah.
UK drill fans. Like,
Yeah.
hopping on a UK drill beat.
Yeah, we'll hop on a UK drill beat and
It's
do
just the
like
best.
a Daily Duffy or whatever. One of those.
Shout out unknown.
So, was it spontaneous, like you making music, or was there a point in time where you were watching a music video or you were listening to this one song and you're like, I need to do this? For me, like with film, it was always in like the back of my head, like I love stories, I love
You love the
I love
art
the
story,
visual media, I
visual
love
storytelling.
feeling. Yeah. It was I love the art of storytelling. Yeah, and then I saw Star Wars, and that's where like I was like, oh shit, like the scope is huge. And then I saw more films, Shawshank, Jurassic Park, and then like the generic favorite movies, and then like I started seeing more art films, and I started watching more like 30s films, and I've realized, whoa, I really like these movies, like maybe they're not as a quick paced or grand as the Marvel films but they really have soul, like they really
They
you
really
could
have like a backbone to it. It's like when you look at these indie stories. Yeah, like, you don't see these like CGI, or sometimes you do, but you don't see these huge budget CGI fights. Like you're relying on people like the actual performance, the relationships in the film. There's like, the, yeah, there's just so many different elements that come together with like a low budget like art house film that you don't see in like a lot in Hollywood today, unless you look at like A24. A24, they're the big ones right now, really like tearing it up. They're I think the biggest.
they make the
indie-
best content, I feel.
Yeah, honestly, they really do pick like the best
Yeah,
creators
they
to
have some
work
great
with.
stuff. But was there a moment in time you guys
Like with
were
the
just
music
like,
video, you mean?
Yeah. Well, for me, I just really love the idea of just doing everything yourself. Like, just like these like underground like rappers and producers just like doing what they love, like with no one telling them what to do.
Yeah.
I respect like, shout out Hella Sketchy, R.I.P. Like he was someone who was
The
like a
stupid
producer.
music video.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I think like the music video for Hella Sketchy's song "Stupid" I think really influenced us, cause it's kind of just a song that was just like, it didn't really rely on its storytelling like you'd see in like the Kendrick Lamar, the Kanye West, but it's more of just like having a good time with music and just making it like an absolute banger. And the video, they're just like, it's showing just like they're flexing like the cool shoes, and like they're just flexing like all their ice, bro. And we just like, it's just such like a lit video that you're like, bro, we like, why can't we do that?
Yeah, it's just like these kids in a house with all their friends, and they're just making music and like
Yeah.
blowing up. And I really respect like Hella Sketchy, for example, because like,
Or Drain Gang.
yeah, just because like he's a producer turned rapper, so he really mastered the art
That's
of
tough,
getting like what's in his brain into like a beat.
Yeah, like the translation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
what
Just-
like
then he
yeah.
just
like
took
you
it
guys
from
are
there,
really
and
big
he
fans
just
of like
went
Swedish
straight-
rap, right?
straight to the
And
moon,
you
Yeah.
showed me some Swedish rap, and it was pretty interesting to listen to. And like you guys really like this guy named Blade. So like, what are other like what makes him so great to you?
So I think what makes Blade so great, I don't know. There's there's something so like infectious like by his style. Like if you listen to this song "Be Nice to Me," the first time you listen to it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, yep, like this is like pretty trash." And then you listen to it again, and you're kind of like, I'm kind of feeling this beat. And then the third time, you're like completely going
Totally.
crazy, and you're
That
like,
was kind of
man,
like
I gotta
Travis
listen
for
to
me.
more of this
Like
guy's
I wasn't
stuff.
fully into him until like he made he was in Tenet. He made the plan for Tenet, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So
Was
we're
Tenet worth watching?
oh hell yeah, Tenet.
You think so?
Oh, I loved it.
I haven't seen it,
Loved
but
it.
I'm
I saw it
debating
in
over
theaters,
seeing
man.
it.
Saw it big IMAX theater.
I heard like the audio was whack.
Well,
That's like one of the
I don't
things.
think it was that
heard-
bad. Maybe people will disagree, but I thought it was pretty good. So we're about to wrap up.
Yeah.
But what is like your favorite song you guys have made and least favorite song?
Well, I mean, our favorite song probably has to be "Cash Out." I mean,
Cash Out
it's
better
not
come
really
out.
sung as of
Yeah.
yet, but I mean, we really just
We
put
just
our
had a good time with it.
yeah, it was great. It was great making that track. We just put our heart into it. It was.
Yeah,
anything
I don't
to
say I really have like a least favorite,
Least favorite.
song.
Yeah, you kind of just that's
I
your
think
creation,
one of the
you know.
most least favorite songs I have, I think, was the first time I released this song called Hisoka's Last Breath. I didn't have quite the mastering down yet for it, but I re-released it, and it's better, but it was still I came out with it a long time ago, and I'd probably do a lot of stuff differently.
Yeah, that's the one I showed you at the skate park.
Yeah, we should probably. I would definitely like hop on that again. Like if we wanted to redo that song, I'm definitely down.
Yeah.
All right,
That
guys.
was one of
So
my favorite beats.
this has been fun.
Yeah.
Second take, I think this one was better. It was
Second
more
take,
fluid,
honestly,
you know.
it was more spontaneous.
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
We missed out on that whole conversation about Marvel movies. and
Yeah, the Scorsese Marvel movie, that was a trick. But we kind of double backed.
We'll
brought
make
up
multiple.
We
Oh.
brought up Kendrick.
Oh, okay. I think it
Yeah.
just
Will not be the first.
yeah.
This definitely will
Yeah,
not be
or
the
it will,
first
but it's the
time.
last time. But yeah, this
The
has been
last
great. Craft, create, and care, I believe, is the last three things, the three C's. And yeah, have a good day, I guess.
Yeah, shout out Ryan, shout out Jack,
Yeah, totally.
Like and subscribe.
Shout out
Hit that-
everybody in the back.
Hit that,
Yes.
hit that notification bell and comment if you enjoy it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out our music in the description.
Totally. Yeah, and their Instagrams and stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Awesome.
We have a music. We'll link everything in the bio. So
Totally.
After you like and subscribe, you can check it out.
See you guys.